YouTube, what goes on? And welcome back to the Infinity Equation podcast. How is everybody doing tonight? Here we are. What an insane freaking week of toys. Oh my God. Today, HasbroCon blowing our minds again. We have freaking MezcoCon going on. All these pre-orders are shipping. Hasbro just took money out of my account again for Bob and for Deadpool. Target exploding with freaking deals right now. Tomorrow, 4 horsemen. They want more money. It's another figure obscure, and we'll talk about it tonight. We're going to try to cover as much as we can tonight. There's so much toy news to go on. But before we get to that for the evening, I have to bring in my tag team partner for the night. He is the Cash to my Axe. He's coming in to hang out for the evening. The Hardy Boys are in the house. Here he is. He's been here before. He'll be here again. Pacphotos. What's going on, sir?
Hey, yo.
We're the bad guys who've taken over the channel.
That's right.
We have to do it like this, like in the middle, right?
What is it?
That's how the cool people do it.
Wait, there you go.
There it is.
Yo.
All right, there it is. Before we get into the whole mess that was this week in toys, I got to send a shout out to our good friend, your normal master of ceremonies, the king of the Infinity Equation podcast, Dante. What's going on, sir? Dark Joke is in. He could not be here tonight, but we send him our best regards, and we'll just try to step in those giant shoes of his. And I say that literally because the dude's tall. If you haven't met him in person, he's big feet, so I couldn't fit his shoes even if I wanted to. But shout out to him. Has the night off tonight, so best wishes to you, sir. Hope you're hanging out with the Infinity Equation Queen.
Amen. Hope you're relaxing.
Yeah, for sure. So, I guess the best way I can put it is, so what do you want to talk about? There is so much going on right now, Pac, in the toy community regarding all these pre-orders and obviously today's events, man. Like, how can we make sense of all this?
I don't know, man. I know my wallet is starting to hurt just from all the announcements.
And you know what? I know that I don't want to get sued by Kevin here when I'm running the show. But I'm going to say that you're a bit of an enabler because you and both RG hit me up and told me about that crazy Marvel Legends Target clearance on the 60th anniversary figures.
That's right.
And I had to go. So my wallet is empty because of you two.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Apologies to your wallet, but I'm happy for your collection, bro.
Yeah, I kid. It's appreciated because again, I'm always trying to get content for the channel, let people know, spread the good word. So later on tonight, after we get through all the Hasbro Pulsecon stuff and some other news, we're going to talk a little bit about those anniversary figures, Pack, and see what we think about them.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so a lot going on tonight, a lot to get through. Before I forget it, if you are new watching tonight, if you could, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps grow the Infinity Equation greatly. You don't have no idea how much it helps. Hit that like button as well. And feel free to interact in the chat. We're here to interact with you. We want to know your thoughts and your opinions. I'll do my best to share them while we go through the evening. I'm definitely not as fast as Dante here on the laptop. So if I missed your comments, I apologize. It's not intentional. Or is it? I'm just kidding. So yeah, man, we got a lot going on. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the heel turn is here. Tell me when I'm telling lies, right? All right, so I'll tell you what. Let's kick it off by saying hello to everybody who's in the chat. We'll go through real quick and say hi, and then we're going to jump right into this Hasbro Pulsecon news because holy smokes, it was a day of plastic insanity, Pack.
It's a lot of plastic.
It really was. Hey, Mark Rose is here. What's going on, Mark Rose? We have Johnny Stratos in the house. He says he's looking forward to the show. Thank you, man. Saw you guys in the chat earlier on. Appreciate you stopping by. Also, he added, hey, just relaxing, having a few beers. Hey, man, clink. I'll cheer to that, man. Got my Trogs Oktoberfest sitting right here. That's straight vodka in his
Nah.
Don't let him fool you. Let him fool you.
It's a Zima. No,
it's a Zima. Or do you have a Jolly Rancher in your mouth too?
Yeah.
So the kids used to eat it. Fig Bunker is in the house. Pokey 87. What goes on, sir? Nice to see here. Episode 169. That's right. Dante is putting together quite the collection of episodes here on the show. Bart says, like hello or something. Hello, sir. How are you? Same to you. Thanks, Johnny. Pokey also added, how about that G.I. Joe panel today? Dude, Pac and I were talking off camera, man. They had to really rush that thing, didn't they?
Yeah, dude. They had the main event spot that got cut short.
Yeah, they were against the clock. I think Dungeons and Dragons went along. The Joe team definitely definitely won the Pulsecon stream. I'm guessing Pokey said right there. Yeah, they put him last. Yep, there is one. Yeah, they put him last for a reason, man. They came to play and had a lot of reveals. Bart didn't see it. I was working. I had bits and pieces, Bart, so we'll catch you up on what we can. Pokey says worth the rewatch. They had some pretty good reveals. Yeah, they really did. It was a lot of fun. I watched most of it after work on the replay. Happy accident. Yo. What goes on? Yo. Johnny Stratos. I was working too, but caught a bit of it. Yeah, I was trying to when I could take a quick look. I'm sure Instagram reposted everything, right, Peck?
Yeah, it did.
The same picture was posted by 55 straight people.
Scrolling, see the same thing over and over. Yeah.
Yeah. Pokey said some we knew were coming and some that, at least for me, he had no idea. We'll try to get to some of those tonight. Dom Marchucciano is in the house. What's going on, Dom? David R says, good evening. Hello, sir. What goes on? Here he is, the man that shows up in all the streams and he knows it all. Greg is in the house. What's going on, Greg? Good to talk to you, man. Greg, always just a wealth of knowledge. Always hit me up on Instagram. Let me know when things are going live. Thank you, Greg, for doing that, man. It's always greatly appreciated for doing that. Greg said Daff forgot what stream he was starting. I did. That might have been what we call in the industry a bit. That might have been a bit of a bit that I did right there. Or as the wrestling industry calls, a bit of a rib.
Yeah, he's ribbing us, yo.
He's ribbing everybody I forgot, right? Who else we got? A lot of people in the chat. This is awesome. Jason Lopez, today was a good day. What do you think, Pac? Was it a good day?
That was a great day, yeah.
It was.
I agreed.
Here's a question. When's Pac getting added?
No.
I'm not the computer guy. I can't handle that. Oh, now who walks in here? It's that Yo Joe jerk with another awesome review I just watched before we came on earlier tonight. I didn't comment or like it, but I will later on. But Brian knocked it out of the park, man. I love the gauges in that G.I. Joe's ear. That was pretty cool. Who else we got in here in the chat? I'm sure I say hello to everybody that said hi to us at least. Greg. Oh, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
There he is. Yeah.
Doc Joke is here. Damien is here. Damien, I think I saw you in the chat today. The short amount of time I was on the Hasbro Pulse stream. What's going on, man? Dante says he's feeling well. Good to hear. Chad is in the house. What's going on, Chad? Another guy that's always great. Getting me some great news in the toy community. KJ Smith. What's up, peeps? He is here as well. Henrock is here. What's going on, Henrock? What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up, Henrock?
Hey, I think he found some good target clearance goodness as well. He was telling me over in the comments the other day.
Yeah. Yes, he's coming.
Robert Diaz, there's no Dante tonight. Dante does not take nights off. So he finally earned one tonight. He's hanging out. He's in the chat, chilling with us. We're going to do our best to not make this a mitigated disaster along the way and just keep it on the rails for Dante as best we can. There he is. White Vegeta says, hello. A Tizzle coming straight to you from my living room watching TV says hello. I think we got to everybody. Oh, NJ Tree is here. Here's the thing, Pac. If I didn't say it, Dante would get mad at me. NJ Tree is a tall guy, and you can't teach that.
Bada bing. How you doing?
All right. I think we got through everybody, at least to say hello to the people who were here. So as more people jump in, we will say hello. And again, we will be talking more about the Target clearance event a little later on in the show. We have a lot we want to get through with Hasbro Pulsecon to start off. So what do you think, Pax? We just jump right in. There's a lot of news.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, let's just jump into it and see what goes on here. Omar V also just jumped in. Hello,
Yo,
Omar.
what's up, Omar?
All right, so let's get this up on the screen. It's minimize us so people can see the toys, right? All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to go through the drop box here. We're going to talk Marvel Legends first because I'm sorry, but that's the primary thing I think I collect. And I think, Pac, you have a couple of Marvel Legends in your collection, right?
Yep, it's one of my main lines.
All right, so we're just going to dive into it. We're not going to go any real rhyme or reason here, to be perfectly honest. Lot of Spider-Man today. Lot of Spider-Man. And you know what, Pac? I'll tell you what. Let's go right to it here because I know this will probably be somewhat divisive in the community.
You know,
there he
they
is.
They said a hero will save us. I'm not going to stand here and wait.
Josie from Saliva and who else sang that song?
Chad. What's his name?
Kroger.
Chad Kroger? Yeah.
Boom.
I'm not.
We just become best friends. I think we did.
We just did.
Absolutely crazy. We knew eventually we'd get the actors' head sculpts for the 3 Spider-Men. Anybody who bought the 3-pack, I heard it was awesome. I mean, Pac, do you have the 3-pack by chance?
I'm gonna admit I bought 2 of them.
Well, hey, you got it sooner, right?
I got.
You know what? And here's the thing. Ryan
Yeah.
Ting does a great job of explaining this stuff, when he has the opportunity as a marketer. And he had said it's as simple as they did not have all the actors' rights sewn up yet, which actors' rights can be a funny thing to get licensing rights. So, I think it was an import company that originally advertised them and then had to pull away from that.
Yeah, SHF did.
Right. Yeah. So they thought they had it and they had to pull back on the molds. So the fact that we're getting them, so from what I understand, we are getting, not what I understand, we're getting all 3 of them, but here's the thing. They're all single carded. And what I'll do here is show you Tobey Maguire in his card. They made sure to tell us all, Pac, that the base body is pretty similar in that it has like the raised up spider lines, I believe.
Yeah, it's painted silver, just like the 3-pack was. Oh,
yes. Yeah,
less accessories though.
Yep, and you're not just getting the actor's head, you're also getting the Spider-Man head as well. So if you did not buy that 3-pack, you can kind of get it cheaper now the way it looks.
Yeah. You know what my prediction was? I honestly thought they were going to release the unmasked heads without the masked head to make you buy the 3-pack.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of suspected that may occur as well.
Yeah.
But no, they're coming out and they're giving you both in the same thing. So let's see here.
It's good for the
Yeah, and I think they're both $24.99 retail, so you can get all 3. As you can see, there's no Build-A-Figure piece. It's just like a retro card line.
Mm-hmm.
And as Ryan Ting said, if you want to buy 2, one for the wall, who am I to tell you to buy, whatever,
There is one of these I will buy 2 of. Let's see if you can guess it later on which one it is.
I might be able to. Omar said these Spidey figs look great. Glad I passed on the 3-pack. I'm wondering, people who bought the 3-pack and they're trying to sell it at toy shows right now just took a major hit.
Well, if you see me at New York Comic Con, y'all, I'll be carrying my 3-pack.
Greg said, I really can't believe they did Toby and Andrew on the 3-pack bodies. I really thought that they would have done civilian bodies. Yeah, man, they just came out and gave it to us, man. They didn't hesitate. No hesitation, no surrender. They just put it out there and said, here you go. So what do you think of the head sculpt on that?
I can kind of see Toby's likeness. The photoreal in here is okay. I'm sure in like certain angles and lighting, you can definitely accentuate his sculpt to make it look you'll see Toby's likeness in there. Yeah,
it's like with the Kingpin. Certain angles look perfect on that new Kingpin, and some of them it looks like a bald guy at Walmart. So it is what it is. It's a plastic.
Where's the croissant at? Yeah, I got you.
Where's the croissant? Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that is our Tobey Maguire sitting there hanging out with us. Let's take a look back here, and we will take a closer look at some of the other Spider-Mans. So let me see here if I can pull up for you. Trying to get the other Spider-Man. All right, here is our blanking on his name. Help me out here, Pac.
Tom Holland.
Thank you, Tom Holland. Here's our Tom Holland. Again, it looks good. This is the version he wore in the last minute of the movie.
Yep. His final swinging suit.
Yeah. So, again, here it is. We got it. It's a nice pose right there.
It is. I wish I got to rewatch that 5-second clip to see if the Spider-Man emblem was like a little bit bigger than that. But you know what's cool about this? This could be like a regular classic Spider-Man, just because all the aesthetics of it just look like a regular Spider-Man suit. Yeah,
for sure. And you have to wonder, what kind of head swaps are going to work and things like that as well. Mm-hmm. So we'll have to see what people can do with it moving forward. For me, I actually I might get killed for this one. I don't have a Holland Spider-Man in my collection other than the civilian one, believe it or not.
Oh, the one with Ned?
Yep, that was a Target pickup for $17 on clearance.
Nice. Shout out to the 2-pack, the big boys.
Yeah, so they're on my desk at work. So they're cool. So I don't actually have a Spider-Man version of him. So I don't MCU very hard anymore, but it's tempting.
Okay, tempting. So on the fence with this one, I got you.
So you said you have the other 3-pack. Where do you come down on picking these up?
I'm gonna pick this up. Probably gonna pass on the Tobey Maguire one, and then the last one's the one I'm gonna get 2 of.
I might have funny. That's like he's quickly become like the favorite Spider-Man for everybody, I think.
And I'm glad because he was so hated when he first came as Spider-Man.
Yeah, right. And here we are. It's all about the nostalgia, I guess. Greg said Tom in the end suit. Interesting fan theory. Peter can't use Stark Tech suits because it has ID tech and doesn't recognize Peter as Spider-Man now. It's a good theory.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, it is a good theory.
Yeah, I like that. Omega Weapon 13 is in the house. He just joined us. What's up, man? He said definitely one of the best Tom Spider-Man. Yeah, for sure, man. So again, looking fine here. I want to say good on Hasbro for putting them out on the retro card and giving people an opportunity to get it this way. But again, I'd like to know like how much resentment is there in the community over people that like you bought the 3-pack.
Yeah, I mean, in some of the like the Toby one, and I think the Andrew one, they don't come with as many like different hand accessories. But even then, yeah, I'm a little bit like I knew it was coming though, but I thought it would be civilian suits.
Yeah, that seems to be the popular theory a lot of people had. Sorry, the wrong one there. But yeah, and then Pac, there was yours.
This is the one that I'm going to double up on.
There he is, and the way that they're teasing the possibility that Andrew Garfield could turn up as the Spider-Man and Venom universe, that's where I'm like, I may need to get this.
You have Venom, right? The movie Venom?
Yes.
Oh, do it, man.
That's the rumor, because he said how dark he got, when he lost Gwen Stacy in that universe. So if he were to turn out to be the Spider-Man that's in the Venom verse so that they don't have to put Tom Holland in there, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be. And ideally they would work because, that's on their own Sony universe.
Yep. Yeah, man, for sure. Pokey said, I didn't buy the 3-pack with hopes that this would be released. Good.
I mean, you get more bang for your buck with these, I think, than the 3-pack.
Yeah. And Dark Joker's in. Dante has a good point here. Like, I'm not going to say they're going to make it to Ollie's, but like if Target, I'll go my quick diatribe here. Target makes their own decisions regarding how much product they order and whether or not they do assortments or they do dedicated cases. If Target continues to do dedicated cases, Marvel Legends and Hasbro can't control what their buying practices are like. So if they keep buying them in the bulk that they are, there's a chance these will reach clearance. And that's no reflection. It's not indicative of the product. I try to say that all the time. It's not indicative of a bad product. It's indicative of Target's policy and how they do business. So if we can wait a month or two and get it at Target for 50% off, I feel bad for Hasbro. I should never feel bad for a $1 billion company, but in that regard, because it doesn't look good for them, but it's not their fault. It's Target, Pack, right?
Right. Because I remember like during the pandemic, that's when they started ordering cases of just like one SKU number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like you look at Walmart, that doesn't happen at Walmart because they do these sorted cases, and they don't sit around as long, which I'm not complaining. And eventually it's going to come to the point where they're going to tighten the belt and we're not going to see those deals anymore. I just hope that it doesn't contract to like how G.I. Joe Classified was at the beginning where you can't find anything anywhere.
Yeah, I remember those days, dude.
Yeah, that's my concern. Pokey87 says Dark Joker's in. I expect 90 to 95% of the Legends going on clearance at this point.
Can I say this though? It's very rare that you see a Spider-Man hit clearance though.
Yeah, that's a good point. Even the current retro wave, they were the first ones to go. Like the Rose is sitting around, Tarantula's sitting around, but the Spider-Mans are gone. Yeah, for sure, man. So that's a great point.
Good for Hasbro getting the license to do Andrew Garfield because SHF had to pull back because they didn't get the approval. And I think this looks fine. Looks like Andrew Garfield to me.
I think that is a great that picture. When I saw that today on the live stream, that was the one that did it for me. I was like that, the head sculpt, the hair, the pose, like that just looks amazing to me.
So Tom Holland was a maybe. Is this one a definitely for you?
I think out of the 3, this is the one I'm most likely to pick up. I hate to say it, but I'll probably eventually get all 3. It'll probably happen because it's a shelf unto itself at that point.
True.
It's a shelf unto itself. We have somebody popping in here for a moment. Let's see.
Just say
what goes on here.
Y'all doing a great job here. What's going on, everybody? Excuse me.
What's up, buddy? Hope you're feeling
man?
better, man.
Thank you. I didn't want to cough into the mic, so I had to mute myself. But y'all doing a great job here. And I won't wait for these to show up at discount stores as Ollie's or Walgreens, whatever discount store has.
Go ahead and say it. We live in a society.
We live in a society of discounts.
There it is. Moff Cosby has joined.
Yeah, oh my goodness. I wish it was Mo Cosby. It'd be so much easier.
I think at this point, I didn't want to get specific, but Dante's a little under the weather. So that is why he's not out joyriding tonight. He's not feeling great. So we hope you feel better, buddy.
Yeah, feel better.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Damien,
if it was only that, trust me.
Oh my goodness. I think everybody's sending.
Thanks.
You know, here's what I want everybody to do. I want you to go into your collection room and any McFarlane Toys open figure you have, chuck it in a box and tape it shut. I'll send you Dante's address in Delaware. And
don't you do it.
We will all send you a care package to make him feel better.
You can't say it.
I might have just killed Dante, son of a gun.
You did. You did.
You did.
You kind of did.
Dom says you're doing your sexy voice.
I wish. I truly, truly wish. Let me just say this. Only thing I'm getting out of this pack is Matt Murdock and the Spider-Man and the Tom Holland suit. That's it.
I'll tell you what, Dante, that was the next thing I was going to bring up. So let's get him on screen, man. So you're digging this?
You know what? It'll fit in as a great Matt Murdock. That's about it. That's what it'll do.
Yeah. Another suited body for your suited body shelf, right?
Exactly. Yes.
What do you think, Pac? Is this something you're going to look to pick up?
This one, I might wait for clearance for this one.
Come on now. Come on, Pac. You don't want that comb over and those red glasses? Come on.
No, because it's using the suited body buck. And I was like, I can't. The shoes and the feet on that, I can't do that in full price.
Oh, I saw if it was great. So if it had like super detailed sculpt and it was like 7 inches tall, and he was like in a gold label, you pay full price for him?
Maybe.
Robert added, this will make it easier for people to get this. The Subway set, Daredevil is big money. Yeah, man.
Oh, good call.
That is true. I forgot about that.
And I'd be curious. I know Art G weighed in our chat earlier in Instagram. If there's any chance that they were thinking ahead to get this head to fit on the Daredevil body from the Man Thing wave, but Art was not as optimistic as me on that.
That would suck. If the peg was like too small to fit on there.
Yeah, sticky tack. If it's too big, at least we can sticky tack it. But Greg says they pointed out the suited limbs are new pinless ones. Not sure about the shoes. Now, I'll co-sign that. The shoes are tough for those figures to stand.
I was about to say, like, that's my main like concern was the shoes. So the limbs are pinless, cool. But if the shoes are still
yeah, it's still the regular. They're the Marvel Legends 7 shoes. That's what we'll call them. They're the Marvel Legends 7 shoes. He's using
that stick to balance, not.
Well, you have to use his walking stick. But I think it's pretty cool that they added the brick in that actually said Mysterio was right on it or whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was a cool little touch as an accessory for sure. And then there it is on the retro card. So let me ask you guys your opinions, gentlemen. Do you think that people will be buying 2 of these, one for the wall and one for the shelf, or considering it's not an actual quote retro wave, will they just buy one for a Lucy?
They'll buy multiple when they get discounted. I can tell you that for sure. Because what's going to be the main complaint is because of what he comes with. He just comes with his stick and a brick. That's it.
Yeah,
stick and a brick.
I think same thing. Just like that new Spider-Man wave that hit like the retro card thing. I don't think they'll double it. Maybe one, and then maybe one on discount, like Dante said. I think the Andrew Garfield one they might double up because the card on that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point for sure. So yeah, I think people who do buy one at full price, if you're working on the premise, hey, there's a good chance this will go on clearance. It's pretty easy then to get. Think of like the Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse stuff, like you bought one at full price and then they clearance pretty quickly too. So you can still get them in hand and get a second one at a good price then too. All right, so let's see here. Let's take a look at, let's keep it going here with the retro carded here for a little bit. And we get a new MJ. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
The baggiest sweater of all time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I had the best sweater, but she has the baggiest sweater of all time.
It's a Cosby sweater.
That is true. No, it doesn't have like the multiple like intricate designs in it. It's not a Cosby sweater yet. It's gotta have more intricate designs in it. It's gotta be like floral, like this colorful sweater of sweaters.
Yeah, man. And Pac, I guess that's the box from the movie where they like entrapped them or something.
Yeah, the Mechana de Cadabra. I don't want to mispronounce it. Yeah.
God bless
the
you.
one that said the back.
The abracadabra box. That's what we'll
Yeah.
call it. The abracadabra.
So again, it's a solid idea for an accessory. Machu toy from Between Two Sentinels. What's going on, buddy? How are you, man?
So
Don't forget they're on every Wednesday at 8 p.m. As Jay Shat has reminded us 16,000 times every time.
And it's the only show on a Wednesday. Even when I'm on, which is rare, it's the only show on a Wednesday. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have any version of her. And again, you guys know I don't MCU very hard. So it's a pass for me. There's not a Build-A-Figure. I don't need that little box to go in my collection next to Doctor Strange or anything. Head sculpt looks good, but again, if you like the cards, you're probably getting them all.
true. Yeah, I'm on the fence on this one because I had the older version. I sold that one, so I don't know if I'll pick up this one.
You know what's really weird? This wave is really weird because it doesn't have like, you don't have Ned in there either. They threw MJ in there, but they didn't throw Ned in there.
It's a great point. I don't know why they didn't. I mean, unless they, I don't know. That's a great point. I don't know why they didn't do that. They very well could have. That might be something that we get down the road though, too, Dante.
That's true.
Do you guys think this was originally supposed to be a Build-A-Figure wave?
No.
You don't think they did this last? Okay, because I'm like,
No.
they look so bare bones for a retro, for like a a Marvel Legends.
I think it was just maybe accessories they had left around.
True.
That's a valid point. Yeah. And I think too, I'm guessing they did not intend for a Build-A-Figure because of the fact they have these big bad boys coming in as the deluxe figures. What do you think of that, Dante?
It looks good. Just not for me.
Pac?
Oh, I'm getting this. I'm somewhat of a goblin guy myself.
Oh, you're somewhat of a scientist?
Yeah.
Hello, Peter.
You know, it's crazy. I found the old articulated one from Toy Biz at Second and Charles for like $5 a few weeks ago, and I picked that up.
Man,
you know what's bad? Like, there's a good and bad to this. It's like, because I have the one that came with the chair from the first Spider-Man movie, where it's just like, it's supposed to be Norman, and then you look at this face sculpt, and it's just like, man, how far we've come.
Yeah.
How many leaps and steps we've come into face printing, and look at this. You get the little gap between his little teeth. You know, they got him down.
That looks good. I mean, again, the head sculpt itself, and this is the figure I think that was leaked online ahead of time, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, this was leaked ahead of time from somewhere, some way. But again, it looks
far
great.
From home.
Yeah, right. Let me back it back off here. So the head sculpt looks great. The glider, I guess, obviously, I think it's supposed to fold in and out. From what I heard, there's like articulation points on the sides.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that Gobby helmet looks freaking awesome.
Oh, that's a nice touch. Yeah, putting the OG helmet on there.
Yeah, they nailed it there, man. They nailed it there. And then here's everything that comes with it. So we get the glasses. I guess is that a pumpkin bomb next to the helmet?
Yeah.
And then the glider. So this will be, again, for a Spider-Man fan, especially if you're a fan of this movie, I can't imagine that you would pass on this. But I hate to keep bringing it up, and I like my Hasbro stuff. I think back to like Vulture and figures like that, and after a while at Target, you know, they weren't as expensive. So I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things where how abundant will it be for collectors to get, and will it sit long enough to get it cheaper?
I'm surprised he didn't come with more hands.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's a great. Let me back it up. We'll take a closer look again here. So
He
yeah,
only
because all
comes
the
with
hand is that.
yeah. There's no
That's it.
extra hands. It's just the helmet, the bomb, and the goggles.
Yeah, they must have put all their money into that glider, I guess, and I guess the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I like that they do have the what do you call it, the blade or the dagger
The
on
one
the
that
left hand.
stabs Toby Maguire. Yeah.
Yep, the one he kills him with. Yeah, not kills him with. Yeah, stabs him with.
I'm sorry, y'all. Spoilers 2 years later.
Yeah, if you didn't see it now, you're not going to see it.
It's not like you're spoiling Ahsoka, so it's fine. Like if you haven't watched it at this point. What Ahsoka eats chicken in the show? You see that? That's a spoiler. She eats a chicken.
Hey, I don't have it on the itinerary, but I finally watched the first 3 episodes of Ahsoka, and I'm in on it. It's pretty good.
Is it? I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll check it out.
I'm liking it so far. It's not too hard to watch. So, Johnny Strato said Andrew Garfield should become Venom, and Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, should fight him.
That could work.
Hey, whatever. They'll probably get my ticket money if they do that. So, but they were very high on the villains today. They obviously spoke a lot about having the villains announced that they already announced, which another one that they showed us.
Oh no, please. Okay, this is the reason why I came here. This is why I came here. This looks okay. So I haven't seen the Barbie movie, but I know there's like a ton of Kens in there. This is Sandy Ken.
Oh my god.
This is the one they smoothed him out like a Ken doll.
Look at the hands. The hands.
Yeah. The hand, like he's got hands from the Neverending Story, and he's got the body of a Ken doll.
He's got like Popeye forearms.
Exactly. My man, like they took pieces of different like other properties and put them together and said, "Hey, we'll call you Sandman."
This
like,
is a tough one for me.
They could have put some pants on my man. Like, he looks like he has nothing down there. He looks like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
I understand what they were trying to go for, but he looks smooth.
Yeah,
he's a smooth operator.
I now get the Ken reference. I wasn't picking up on that before. Nothing going on between. Yeah, but he. Yeah, I don't know. Out of all the villains, I feel like this is probably the weakest of the 3. But the one gentleman that I'm pretty sure is the one that everybody's most excited about, and I'm not seeing it on this page. I don't know where I'll have to find it. Is going to be our Doc Ock, and I actually don't see it on this particular page.
I don't think he was like officially announced. He was just shown, but I don't think he was like announced as yet.
So that Doc Ock looks pretty freaking sweet. Will that be something you guys will pick up?
Oh yeah, that might be full price for me because it's got the bendy wire tentacles.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh my goodness! He might grab a gold. Oh, you must be big spending over there. Gonna go grab a gold label figure and Doc Ock, man.
It's because those figures go on sale too. That's how I can afford them.
God, can't make me look.
Omega Web 13 said that Sandman is a definition of nude beach.
Yeah,
that is very true. Very true.
Greg said that the Doc Ock is over on Instagram, so I'll have to pull that up a little bit later on. So that takes
also, I'm sorry, real quick, Tim. Thanks to
to
Ewan for posting all those pictures today on the IG page. Thank you, Ewan. You did a great job.
Ewan kicking butt and taking names as always. I always say Ewan came to chew some bubble gum and kick some butt, and guess what? He's all out of bubble gum.
Exactly.
They live. Classic. So yeah, and then this was available to buy right out the door, I believe. This was their show exclusive that literally will be shipping within days, I suppose.
Yes.
Yes,
indeed.
This will not be my collection.
Likewise. Hey, look at that.
I did get it.
Yeah.
You did?
Don't know why.
You did.
Don't know why I did it. I did it.
Dante, you're a better man than me.
Look, I only got 2 things today. This and Star Killer. And I told you I sold myself on the Star Killer. So
I knew you were getting that. I think you're buying 5.
No. Oh, good Lord. No, I can't afford 5 at $110. No.
Bart says he wants what's this Detroit Steel? Is that this was called?
Yes.
Bart wants it when it's on sale to repaint and customize. Archie, you set the clocks, buddy. You tell us if you're on time or not. It's your world. We're just living in it.
It's like half an hour in, it's late, but he's on time for him.
Yeah, so this wasn't really my cup of tea. I think it's cool that they have product in hand ready to ship right away. So if you wanted it, you ordered it, you'll have it probably within a week. So I think Dan Who reviewed this already, I'm pretty sure. I think he got his hands on it early over in England.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I'm going to jump out of here, Jeremy, but you're doing a fine job.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
If you are shopping on the Target app, it's $15 off for like figures.
Ooh.
No matter if you do like in-store pickup, shipping, or whatever, and also on cards as well. So if you're in the Marvel cards, $15 does work off of that too.
Wouldn't be a stream unless you mentioned the cards.
Dang right.
You might have sold me there. I may if I can get a pack delivered to the store for 15% off, I might join your card break next time.
Oh.
Well, it doesn't matter if you ship them to your house or if you do it to store. If you do a store pickup, it's all $15 off.
Well, you know I got to do store pickup. I got to go film. So,
yeah. So if you didn't order like the Target exclusive Spider-Man or Moon Knight, that's $15 off of that.
Oh, nice.
So it does count towards that as well.
That's good to know, man. Although I'll probably spend money now tonight I didn't want to spend because of you, but thank you.
Look, you get clearance and you get $15 off. Come on now, you can't beat that.
You're not wrong. You're not.
If you go to the store and then you be like, "Oh, look, this is on clearance. I'll go ahead and get this," and then I'll go ahead and just get it discounted. And look at this, I saved me $40. Only paid $20.
That's how they pull you in. I go in there for one figure, I walk out with 3.
There you go. All right, gentlemen. All right, chat. Y'all have a great night. I'm going to cough somewhere else, not in y'all's ear.
Take care.
Feel better, my friend.
Yeah.
Thank you. You don't see the offer art. Good Lord. No, it's 15, Omega. It is 15. Yeah, I just used it. It was like 15, and I had like with the target circle points too. It made like $16 and some change. But what is that part on the app where you have to go to like see? Is it like offers or something? I forget because I have my phone with me.
Is it in the wallet part? You have to go to the wallet?
I think it is in a wallet. It's like where like they have like their save on their offers at. Really? That's interesting. Omega says his says $10, which mine said 15.
Interesting.
That is really interesting. I wonder why.
Art says you're a jerk.
Thank you.
Art says you're a jerk, Dante. You're a jerk.
Oh, he was already calling me names when I already told him earlier. Yeah, he was already calling me names.
The circle section, Greg said you go to.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. See, I couldn't remember what section it was, but yeah, I don't know why yours says like 10, but it said 15 for me. So I just saved me $15.
That's how to do it, man. It's $15 more on something else.
Exactly. We need to steal more toys. All right, y'all. Have a good day.
See you, bud. Feel better, man.
Take care, man.
All right, see you later. Thanks.
All right, guys. So let's move on from Marvel Legends news. We'll talk a little bit about G.I. Joe Classified series because we're going to get through. We're not going to get through everything for every line, but I want to get through some of every line tonight that we can. So this was also the show exclusive, I believe. So this was, I think, order it and it comes relatively soon. Pac, I can't remember. Do you G.I. Joe or not?
Nah, not really. But I do appreciate the line from afar, though.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I feel about this product. I have a lot of the Crimson figures. This is cool. I think they said that the briefcase actually is magnetic. I think I saw them show us on the live stream.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, there's something magnetic about it, I believe. So it's a cool presentation. If you're a completionist, I can definitely see why you would want this in your collection.
They come with stands?
This one does, yeah. This one.
Oh,
does.
nice.
Yeah, this being but this is one that let us know in the chat. Are you picking it up? this is a pass for me. I have the Chuckles coming eventually, which I guess
I
ties
saw
in with
that.
this. Yeah. So
How much is this 3-pack?
Ooh, that I cannot recall.
All
I
right.
want to say it was like probably like 89, maybe.
That's not bad for all the accessories in that presentation box you get.
Yeah, somebody in the chat wants to give us a price on that one. It's not popping up on my end, but I think it was around that price tag. So you're getting a lot of accessories, but you're getting a lot of reuse. I dig the Baroness. Yeah, 89, 99, 90. They're saying in the
Okay.
chat. Yeah, so yo, Joe Jerk. If you didn't have a Joe problem, I'd say you have a problem with your name. You have to change it. So yo, Joe Jerk, can we expect to see this reviewed on the channel sometime soon? Greg said, I'm sorry, Art said, I don't get enough deals, Greg. Tim gets more than me. I don't know, Greg. Art, you make your money, your deals digging through those bins at toy shows, man.
I'm so jealous he has like those discount stores near him, man. Like I see all these legends on there. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, all the liquidation. Yeah, Art kills it, man. Again, if you don't, I'm sure we all do here, but if you don't watch Art's YouTube channel, check out his hunts and all of his live streams. The guy does a great job. Yep, confirmed. Yo, Joe Jerk will be reviewing the 3-pack. So let's wait for that to come in.
Nice.
He buys it, so you don't have to. There it is.
I'll live through Yojo Jerk.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's enough with the 3-pack. I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. And again, it's you're not putting new figures in a situation where you have to get this to get it. This is repaint. So at least if you don't get it, you're not missing out on somebody.
Yeah, I think that's what exclusive should be, right? Just like we
Yeah.
use, but a different deco or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's the most fair way to go about it. So I do not have much background with some of these characters we're going to talk about now, but I think they look pretty badass.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know very much about Helix. However, I think she looks really BA. The swords are cool, which is pretty awesome. I guess this is Python Patrol, I think, colored.
Okay. I was going to say, I'm getting Kill Bill vibes, yo.
Oh, you definitely.
It's
Yeah.
got a cool.
Oh, dude, now that you said that, I kind of might need it. Did you really think it was going to be that easy?
Right.
You know, for a minute there,
Yeah.
I actually kind of did. Yeah, this is cool. It's a good looking figure. Again, I don't know if it's something I'm going to need for sure. Dom says that's regular Helix colors. So, yeah, so that is not an exclusive then, I suppose, to the Python Patrol. But yeah, again, looks cool. I like the weaponry. If you're not a Joe collector pack, I mean, you could probably use those weapons or their figures too, right?
Yeah. But it's just like Joe does a good job, like the G.I. Joe line does a good job with like female figures, because I'm sure, was he double jointed?
Yeah,
Looks
I'm pretty
like it.
sure.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, the majority. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Robert Diaz says he's definitely getting it. He's picking it up. Damon says he reminds me of Dr. Blight from Captain Planet. There's a reference we didn't expect to have tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, overall, cool looking. I'll put it on the maybe pile. I'm not going to plan to pre-order it, but it's one of those things, Pack, where if I see it on the shelf and I like it, I'll probably pick it up.
Same here. It looks really badass.
Yeah. And then we start getting into these guys right here. So this is looking pretty freaking sweet. Another chainsaw in your toy collection right here. So,
shout out to Chainsaw Charlie. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This one here, doubling down, continuing to add to our Dreadnoks, I believe. Looks cool. Cool configure. Again, if you're building out the team, you know, you probably need buzzer in your collection. Apropos, obviously, he gets all the buzzing equipment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty sweet. As far as people in the chat are going, Bard had said Helix is a waste of a slot, so he's really not feeling Helix. Chad says he's all in on Joe, so he's picking him up. Dom added that had to order the Joes on Big Bad Toy Store at the time I got off work. They were sold out on Pulse. Yeah, Pulse moves fast.
Wow.
Moves fast. Damien says the Dreadnoks rock. They do. That's why I'm hoping to find Zorana for $4.99 at Ollie's tomorrow. I never bought her because that wonky arm that I saw Articulated Ninja did a great review and talked about how that arm pops off, you know?
Yeah, I saw his review about that.
Yeah, so I remember Ninja's review that was, as always, gives us good insight. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll pass on that. The arm's gonna snap off.
But for $5, done.
For $5, I'll take 5. Great image there on the box. I think that looks pretty cool. So yeah, pretty cool stuff here for G.I. Joe. Really having a lot of stuff come out. And a lot of people said they felt like they stole the show today, that a lot of people felt like the Joes coming out more Dreadnoks as we go here.
Yeah, G.I. Joe collectors are eating nice. Yeah.
This dude's got the jaws of life, right?
Yeah. What is that? That's wild. Does he have a mohawk?
I believe so. Let me get a little closer. Yeah. Oh yeah. He's had the sides completely shaved down, but the glasses come off. Man, he looks pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and again, it's going to fit right in your Zartan and your buzzer and everything else. Ewan in the house. What's going on, Ewan? Good to see you here, man.
What's up, Ewan?
Let's see here. Pokey added. Amazon and BBTS will most likely ship before Pulse. You are correct. And yes, we were just saying, Ewan, great job with the IG post. Ewan, Dante just stopped in. He's out sick tonight, but he did give you a shout out about 15 minutes ago saying how great job you did. So fantastic, man. Thanks for doing God's work over there. But yeah, so Pac, what would it take for you to get into G.I. Joe? Like, is there any character or anything you have a connection to from them as a kid or anything?
Not necessarily. I did pick up a Snake Eyes. Like, I picked up one just to have in my collection.
Mm-hmm.
What would it take for me to get in the line? Probably dropping either Marvel Legends or DC Multiverse. I know the chat would probably say DC Multiverse.
I was gonna say you're not giving it Multiverse, are you?
Probably not. But they look great, man. Like every time I see a Joe release, I'm happy for G.I. Joe collectors because these all look awesome.
Yeah, man. I like how they actually made it a point to point this out. I think Lenny brought it up. They wanted to make him look like the elder statesman. So they literally gave him like the gray in the hair to make this guy look a little bit older.
Oh yeah, a little peppered look.
Yeah, I dig that. Like again, I'm a Nick Fury fan. I'm looking at my Nick Fury LMD army over here, and they all have the salt and pepper. Reed Richards always gets it right.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I'm always digging the older looking figures for sure. Hey Pokey, thanks man, appreciate it. Just trying not to have the ship sink. Pac being here is helping me out. Pac, thanks man.
Oh, I'm glad to help. But
let's see here. Ewan also added, hey, sorry, guys. Wanted to join earlier, but had to do something beforehand. Appreciate the thanks. Hey, dude, you come and you go as you please, man. There's no on time, man. You come and you hang out with us. We appreciate you being here at all.
Yeah.
Cool having you here, man. So, yeah, this will probably be one I have to pick up. I've been much more strict Pack with what I'm picking up for my G.I. Joes just because of shelf space.
Mm-hmm.
But again, when I see a character that I immediately connect to from the cartoon, right away, I'm like, okay, yeah, Hawk is one. General Hawk needs to be there.
Okay, so you got into like Joe's growing up in the cartoons and stuff, right?
Yes, I grew up watching the cartoon. I more specifically remember having the toys because I was pretty young. But then when the G.I. Joe movie hit, that I can literally remember watching the movie. Like I remember being freaked out by spoilers from 60 years ago, whatever the hell it is. Seeing Cobra Commander turn into a snake freaked me out. So that's why you need Serpentor so bad in my collection up here. And I went crazy trying to get him.
Oh, the Pulse exclusive, right?
Yeah.
That was like last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one I definitely needed. So, but now I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, my shelf's really full. I have a sub shelf for all my Python Patrol and Tiger Force. And it's like, I'm picking and I'm choosing. I'm not getting them all. I will say this, I have a reacher that knock everything over here. I indulged and went on CMD store, which we have all talked about before. And I did pick up Low Light ahead of time. And this guy's freaking incredible.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Low Light, for whatever reason, I think Sergeant Slaughter and Low Light are the two I just remember holding in my hand as a kid. Like, I don't know what it is. Low Light, this looks so different to the other Joes. It's just incredible. So many times I've kicked around buying the 3 3/4 version just because I wanted this so badly. And then it finally came out.
That's awesome, man. Like to get updated versions of the figures you remember as a kid. Like mine was the Toy Biz one. It was the Hulk and the Thing. I remember getting those. Like those are the earliest memories. But yeah, I wish I got into Joe's. My friend did. He had all the O-rings back in the day.
Nice. Yeah, I had a good majority. I was like the only kid. My sister and I were the only kids in the family at the time. So we got spoiled by a lot of our relatives, which was cool. So like it was like raining $3.99 to $2.99 Joes at one point, which was awesome. And now they're all MIA, unfortunately. It's the one toy I can't find in my collection. But Pokey said he just got an email from Big Bad that his low light will ship soon. That's awesome, dude. Pokey, you're gonna love low light, man. Yojo Jerk, I'm pretty sure your review is what convinced me to order it on CMD store. To be honest, I watched your review and I think I ordered it like the next day.
Did it? I have to check out your reviews. Maybe I might have to order something.
Yojo Jerk, man, it's entertaining as hell. He's been on a few times with me on just about action figures and hung out at a toy show the other week. So yeah, man, check his stuff out. It's definitely entertaining and it's very well informed.
He was on the X-Files with you.
He was, and don't bring that up too often because people are like, "Where's the X-Files?"
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
I'm just playing. I want to get back to it. Summer, I was just doing so much toy hunting, and then the con season hit, and I was probably putting a good, I don't know, probably 3.5, 4 hours into a show to do those sometimes, like counting the actual filming. So I needed to take a break, but I would like to get back to it. And they pushed back the X-Men '93 another year, so I got time.
Yeah, you got a lot of time. Yeah.
CM Punk, I got time.
Yeah.
I got a little time on my hands. I got 2 months on my hands now.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I said that recently at that MMA thing, right?
Exactly, man. And then here is another one, which I probably will pick up because, again, I recall having this in my collection as a kid.
Is that supposed to be a shield?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think he'd be like urban combat, like fighting the alley vipers, I think.
Oh, okay.
Let me know if I'm wrong, people, because as a little kid, I didn't know the difference. I just knew he looked cool and he wore blue.
Yeah, shout out to the toy photographer, man. Killing with these shots.
Oh, that was I can't think of his name. Dang it.
Same one as Marvel, Shooting Galaxy or not?
Yeah, Shooting Galaxy. I was gonna say they made a pun. They said from Secret Galaxy to Shooting Galaxy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, he's killing it with these shots, man.
Yeah, he really is. Did you see any of the pictures that they showed of him building the Giant Man diorama for the
Yeah.
That was sick. Yeah, Shockwave here coming soon. Again, I just recall having it as a kid. He's got a freaking nightstick. That's pretty awesome.
Big Boss Man,
Cobb County, Georgia. So yeah, he definitely looks awesome. That's a cool looking fig. And again, the one I was probably most excited for that I don't think is here. I don't know if it was an official reveal yet or if it was just shown as being in the pipeline, would have been Mutt and Junkyard.
Okay. It was a pipeline reveal.
Again, I'm not quite sure. I don't see it here. So if it's not in here, that tells me that it's probably not quite ready to be shown yet. I'm sure the chat will let us know, or Greg or somebody. Anytime they throw an animal in now, I'm in.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I was so close to getting that one with Snake Eyes and the wolf, but I was like, I can't. It's already had a Snake Eyes. But man, seeing these make me want to collect Joes now. But I gotta keep a budget.
Big Boa was another one that they showed. I think they just showed renders for it. That's the guy with the boxing gloves.
Okay, yeah, I saw that one.
Yep. So again, he's another one I had as a kid. So like he might be a pickup. Here I am saying I'm done collecting Joes and I'm buying them all.
Literally every single one. Like, I'm gonna pick this one. That's what happens, man. They get us.
Yeah, exactly. Dom said Mutt and Junkyard were SDCC too. Lenny was showing us all the cool stuff he comes with. Yeah, the dog. He had a funny comment. He was like, "Now I need a Rottweiler in my life for real," or something like that. So he was all about it. So all right, gang, keeping it moving. There's a lot to get through. We have a lot else planned. We'll take a quick look here at Star Wars. And I mean a quick look. Are you in on Black Series or Vintage or anything, Pack?
Only when it was at Ollie's.
Still a lot of them there. Alyssa called me from Ollie's earlier, and she was like, I see a lot of Star Wars here. And I'm like, yeah, just keep walking past that.
Yeah. There's like ones from like 2017 still there, dude, at mine.
So we're not going to spend too much time. If you're a Star Wars fan, I apologize. We're just not going to go through all of this. I did think that what caught my eye, since I just mentioned earlier that I am now watching Ahsoka, I do think that the villains from Ahsoka are looking pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this guy again, I barely even know all their names at this point. But checking out Baylan Skull looks pretty cool. I know a lot of people in the chat pack were upset. They're like, "Where's the cloaks at? Where's the cloaks at?"
Like a soft goods cloak or something like that.
Yep, because obviously they do them for Black Series, and they wear the cloaks in the show, but no cloaks here.
Damn.
So yeah, not feeling the cloaks, I suppose. So Balin looks pretty cool. Again, I do not collect Black Series anymore. I've sold most of mine off. I kept some of my Mandalorians and my originals. Like I have my Luke, my Yoda, a Vader. Of course, I kept Samuel Jackson. Can't get rid of him.
You know, I saw him once and I passed. I should have gotten it. I have like one Vader in my collection too, just to have, you know.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because guess what we're getting another of?
Oh, no way.
Another Vader.
What is this one from?
I don't even know anymore. I get that there's the He-Man problem, right? The reason the Mo2 line died was kids couldn't get the original figures anymore. But how many freaking of Darth Vader have we
it's
gotten?
an archive. Okay, gosh.
Like still though, like constantly we're getting these.
Yeah.
Constantly. NJ Tree says Black Series was the worst. Was it worse than Dungeons and Dragons? Because I didn't watch that either. Let's see. Emily mentioned the Hiss tank should be arriving before the end of the year. Yep. She did say that for G.I. Joe. Pokey says from A New Hope.
Okay.
But again, like they're not, I don't want to piss off the Star Wars fans, but like, are they really all that different?
No.
You know, I don't think they're that different overall. That like, are there people buying all of these Vaders and having like people who have the whole Iron Man shelf? I get because they're different armors.
Hall of Vader armors.
Yeah, is there a Hall of Vader thing I know nothing about? Like, is that a thing?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't not in my collection room. It's not.
The one Vader you have, which one is it from? Which movie?
I still don't even know. I own one Vader.
Damn.
I can't tell you what it's from.
Okay, mine was from Empire Strikes Back.
It came out around when the Mandalorian wave came out, the first wave, and it was in a blue box. If that helps at all.
I think it's Empire. I think it's the same one as mine. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire then. But yeah, I'll show this just because people seem to be excited about it. The vintage collection chopper, people were happy about.
It seems like people gravitate more towards the vintage collection stuff now instead of the Black Series.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, for sure. Of note, Yoja Jerk pointed out no Indiana Jones stuff.
No Indianapolis Jones.
No Indianapolis Jones, and we said that's a seasonal line. I mean, you got to think that once the last few waves start to hit, that's it. It's all over.
Yeah.
Pokey says, I got the white Vader, and he came out, and I cut myself opening him.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
damn.
Pokey. Oh, dude, that is rough, man. Oh, you hate to hear that, right?
Yeah. Oof.
You hate to hear that. So other than that, for Star Wars, I know Dante brought it up earlier, was the Star Killer pack that he obviously was really pumped up about. So he'll be happy to have that in hand eventually. And then just in terms of Ahsoka, whoever's watching this, are her eyes meant to be as freaky as they are? Like she's flying around in space. She has this like weird look, like her eyes are like huge, like this big pale moons. It's
really
weird. It's freaky. Man. Yeah. Robert says yes. he's noticed.
Yes.
It's like she has drank way too much coffee and like she's taking in way too much input all at once. And she's just like scanning the space and things. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's something else. But I think that's going to pretty much do us for the Hasbro Pulsecon. Again, a lot of other stuff we didn't touch on. I get it. We're not going to go to everything tonight because we're already an hour in, and there's some other things we do want to talk about tonight. Before we move on from Hasbro altogether, though, Pac and I thought it'd be fun to just do a little top 10 list here tonight. Little top 10 list.
Yeah.
So give me a second here. And Pac, why don't you tell the people what our top 10 list is going to be tonight?
Yeah, our top 10 list. It's going to be the latest since we recently acquired some new Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes figure or Beyond Earth's Mightiest figures. We thought we'd rank our favorites of the line so far, or the line. So
yeah, subline. No, you're right. Yeah, subline for sure. Mm-hmm. All right. So what I'm going to do here, everybody, is I'm going to share my screen. We'll have a little bit of fun with this. So basically, the reason we're doing this is because Pac, as I said earlier, hit me up and said, "Hey, They're already hitting clearance. You were right. They're hitting.
Yeah, dude. Go play the tape.
We got the tape. So we thought it'd be fun since we both picked up a bunch this week. If we just kind of quick we're not going to make it a whole, half-hour thing. We'll buzz through it, but kind of our top 10 out of this particular subline, because between the two of us, we got a pretty good number of them. So we're just going to go through and let us know in the chat, sound off, let us know, what you're digging about this particular wave, and what you think, and we'll tell you what price we got them at. Now, this is actually figure 411. I've used this before on my channel. It's a pricing guide, essentially. It's a glossary for figures. They kind of chronicle what figures are going for at retail, what they go for on eBay. So this is a fun little site I like to use from time to time.
Oh, cool.
So let's kind of look at this as we go, Pac. So we're not doing anything crazy, a top 10 board. We're just going to kind of verbalize this to you. But Pac, out of the 10 figures or figure packs that are on the screen right there, what would be your least favorite or least that you wanted to acquire out of all of them?
Oh, before we go, this is the most definitive list, so take it as gospel. Not my least.
Hang on, it's so definitive. We're going to clip it and put it on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's super. That's exactly right. They all made the list. Super Adaptoid's last on my list. Honestly, it was one I wasn't looking to acquire. How about you?
I concur.
Oh, look at that.
Same. Yeah, Super Adaptoid's number 10 for me. I don't know what to do with it. I still have my Searcher over here, which is similar in size, I suppose. I keep him in the background when I do reviews. And I also have a 12-inch Wolverine. That looks cool, kind of randomly in the background. I don't know where I'd go with that Super Adaptoid. So yeah, he's my number 10 as well. My number 9, and just so everybody knows, the way we kind of looked at this was, personally, figures I haven't bought. I didn't buy because I didn't want them, which means I don't think they're that great. Shoot me for having my opinion. So most of the ones I didn't buy are on the bottom of my list, and that includes number 9, which is Black Knight and Cersei. I have the original Black Knight from the Infinity Endgame wave, I think it was.
Yeah.
I actually have a bunch of those at one point. Army built them. So I didn't need the one in the jacket. I did not build the Avengers team from the 90s that has the jacket, other than the Widow that was the Walmart exclusive. So, and Cersei, I didn't need Cersei either. So that's my number 9. What about you, Pac?
Actually, it's the same thing. I have that Black Knight, so it's like I didn't really need another one. Plus, that one came with like 3 heads, so I was like, that was cool. Cersei would have been cool to have, but yeah, not enough for me to get a new set of it.
Yeah, man, I felt the exact same way. What about your number 8?
My number 8 is going to be Captain Marvel and Doctor Doom. I really wanted that set. It was on clearance for the Doctor Doom head, but I was like, not for 25, because I already have the Doctor Doom from the retro card. It'd be nice to get a Captain Marvel like the Photon, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well, here's the first time we're going to diverge then, for the most part.
Oh no.
So I threw in at my number 8 the Iron Man Model 1.
Really?
So I had it in hand on clearance for $13.99 on Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a few of them there. And my first thought was, if I'm going to get Giant Man, I might as well buy all these anyway. And then I was like, no, that's dumb. Like, why spend money if I don't want it? Why feel pressured? So I left it behind. It looked fine. I get that it fits the concept they're going for, but I didn't need it, so I left it. So yeah, so my number 8 was the Iron Man. So that brings us to your number 7, I think, right?
Yes, number 7. So my number 7 is going to be actually the Iron Man. I saw it for like $13. Like, you know what? I'll go ahead and bite the bullet and buy it. Issue I had that I showed you before, so like it like ratchets in the waist, so I feel like it's gonna snap, but hopefully it doesn't. If it does, it's like, oh, it's $13. But I don't know. It's something about like this old school aesthetic that I like. I'm sure at some point they're gonna give us one in gold, but I bit the bullet. I was just like, yeah, I'll do it for $13.
Well, here's
but
what you do.
Good on you for being patient.
Buy another one on clearance and get a gold Sharpie.
Just like
Sharpie. That's a nasty Nate trick from the figure booth right there.
Tune in on new Wednesday live stream, Painting with Pac. We'll have a Sharpie every Wednesday, just painting Iron Man.
I love it. The Sharpie collection. It's so good. But Omega Weapon 13 disagrees with your opinion on the Doctor Doom.
Oh, really?
So, all right, my number 7, and I
Mhm.
apologize because I am disagreeing with what Yo Jerk just said. I am putting that as the Bucky cap. I loved that run of Captain America where Bucky was Cap. I have the original Bucky cap, and I get this one's far superior. The fact that it was a Walmart exclusive kind of pissed me off.
Oh,
I get that almost all Captain Americas get to eventually be not. I should take that back. I get that most Walmart exclusives get to be blue, which will be Captain America. I might eventually get it if I see it at a good price. So it's not that I think it's a bad figure. I just, again, if I didn't feel the need to buy it or try to get it, how could I justify putting it ahead of other figures in my head? So yeah, I skipped on Bucky cap. So that brings us to my number 6. And my number 6 is a little bit higher up than when you put it. Is going to be the Doom pack.
Okay.
So again, cards on the table, clearance, $24.99 or $29.99. I can't remember. Didn't so much care about Captain Marvel Photon. Kind of wanted the Doctor Doom because of the face sculpt and the mask face that he has. So I'm going to try to swipe that out and use it elsewhere. I did not open all of these yet, so I'm just showing the boxes for now. But yeah, that was my number 6. What's your number 6, Pack?
Yeah, mine's still in the box. Some people might hate me for this, but the Hawkeye Sky Cycle.
Nice.
I got that for clearance, but it's like I already had a Hawkeye, and it's like I get that they updated him, and the Sky Cycle comes with it. I don't really pose my figures with their vehicles. Do you like? Do you do that?
I'm looking like I have a Cosmic Ghost Rider. That's probably about it.
Yeah, like
Xavier in the hover chair.
Yeah, that's about it for mine. Like I'm gonna replace the old retro card Hawkeye with the new one, but
yeah, man, that makes sense. Damien said Super Adaptoid. Did he come with wings? Disavowed. If not, that could have been included. I don't know if it did or not, to be honest. Omega 13 said they should have just gave Bucky Cap a belt instead of a weird belt design. Would have made sense, man. I agree. All right, so that brings us up to our number 5 picks, right?
Yep.
All right, so my number 5, I would not have gotten this unless I can get it on clearance because I already have half of it. And that was the Grey Hulk and Banner.
Nice.
The fact that this was down to like $29.99, that is an ungodly amount of plastic for that price.
It's a lot of plastic.
A lot of plastic. You're all about the scale. I have the Grey Hulk from the retro card, so it's basically the same thing, I think. The banner, we don't have a banner. We've had a banner in a long time, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it just looks like another scientist to me. But for the price that they wanted for it on clearance, I couldn't have left that behind and actually slept that night. There's no way it would have worked for me.
That's a really good deal for a Hulk figure too, man. And he comes with Bruce Banner.
Yeah, for that price, I just couldn't have passed it up. What's your number 5, Pack?
My number 5 is the one I wanted to pick up, and you were like, I'm sure at some point it'll hit the sales, and that is the Skrull 2-pack.
There it is.
I came close to doing the Build-A-Figure one back in the Fantastic Four wave, but I never did. So I was like, oh, cool, I got another chance, and I also get the Skrull Queen. So, or a Spider Woman, is it? Yeah.
Yep.
So this one.
Woman, yeah. Jessica Drew? Yeah. Jessica Drew.
But yeah, I'm glad I finally got some Skrulls. Plus, you know, hopefully it hits that Skrull tier for the Giant Man. Be able to pose nice with this.
That would be cool. Yeah, put that in the background for sure. Bart just said he almost bought that on clearance today.
Really?
Yeah, those are the ones.
Bucks? Yeah.
Those are the ones that are sitting the most. That one and the Doom are stacked up still right now in my stores.
Yeah, see, now I might get it because he talked about that. I don't know, man.
And actually, my number 4 is the same one, the Skrull pack.
Nice.
Yeah, so I never had a Jessica Drew. I freaking loved Secret Invasion. It's one of my favorite all-time Marvel comics. Love it or hate it, I loved it. So that was an easy pickup. I got mine at Big Bad Toy Store, so the clearance thing didn't really pay off. I'm considering picking up a second Army build, the Super Skrull.
Ooh, yeah.
At that price, because I have the Super Skrull from the Fantastic Four Build-A-Figure wave.
Yeah.
So I'm still kicking that around.
Yeah, dude, do you remember like people were buying multiples of those Build-A-Figures and making them?
Yeah. Yep.
Patience, like you say, patience.
Patience, that's right. All right, what are we at here? Number 3, I think, right?
Well, this is my number.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yep, number 4.
Okay, is Bucky Cap, and up until you mentioned it, I was like, yeah, I don't really like now how it's behind like a Walmart exclusive, but yeah, it's nice to get an updated Bucky Cap. Much like you, I'm a fan of the '90s version. I don't like that belt design. Somebody did mention it. The belt design is kind of like weird. It's like attached to his hip, so like when you turn it, it kind of like messes it up.
I think Omega 13 might have mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Damien wants to know: did you buy the Diamond Select Super Scroll?
No, I was going to, and now I might just because it would look good with the set.
Mm-hmm. That's how it looks. And they look good on the shelf together, man.
Yeah.
All right. So my number 3, you mentioned it already, is the Hawkeye and the Sky Cycle.
Nice.
I grabbed 2 of them.
Good.
On clearance, whatever. I didn't realize that it had soft goods with Hawkeye.
Yeah, the little thing that's on the drapes over his.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like the most soft goods we've seen in a Legend in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that was pretty neat. I got a kick out of that. What about your number 3?
My number 3, you already mentioned this one, is the Hulk Banner 2-pack. I'm a huge mark for the Hulk. He's my favorite Marvel character. So now that we have a Bruce Banner, I know this looks like a regular scientist, but like to finally have one in my collection is cool. I actually sold my retro carded Grey Hulk, so getting another opportunity is nice. And plus, I really like that head sculpt a lot.
As long as you got the crushed pipe, that's the big thing with that, right?
Yeah. There's a bunch of constants. That crushed pipe will always be a constant with the Hulk.
Need the crushed pipe for sure. All right, so that was your number 3. So we're at my number 2, and I do have these open, but I just grabbed the empty box. For some reason, I still have it. 2 is my Thor versus Destroyer.
Yeah.
Bought a full price. Love the Destroyer. I had the Thor anniversary figure, but never opened it. So because I never opened it, this was perfect. I was getting a Thor I needed. I like the beard look better anyway, because the Jonathan Hickman run, he had a beard. He looks more badass with a beard, I feel like. So yeah, man, that was my number 2. What about you, man?
So this is why we're homies, man. That's my number 2 also. And I do like this version of Thor because they're slowly building out our Infinity War comic book run, because it was this Thor that appeared in there. But this thing is so badass, man. The Destroyer's dope.
He's freaking a huge chunk of plastic.
Yeah, dude. He's one of my favorites this year.
Yeah, he's right up there. I never owned the Marvel Select one, but I've heard people say they prefer the Legend to that. So that's saying something if that's the case.
Yeah.
So I guess that brings us to our number 1s, right?
Bro. Yeah, do you want to do it at the same time?
Yeah, it's the same one for both of us, isn't it, right?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Number 1.
Let's go, baby. Was your Widow on clearance also?
I bought it full price originally. And then I found some on clearance this past week.
Nice. Yeah, so I bought mine full price, right?
Okay.
And they had a stack of them at my Target, but they were still full price. These weren't clearance, I guess, because it said not in system. That's probably why it was still full price.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could have gotten that clearance though. It's a great figure, man.
Well, you know what? Keep your eyes open, because here's the thing. Surprisingly, there was a restock at my store like a week ago, which I didn't expect that to happen so quickly, to get a restock on that. So again, like there could be stores that get them in randomly late and kind of catch you off guard and be like, holy smokes, what's that doing there? You know?
Yeah.
So keep your eyes open. So I'll tell you what, a couple more news items and we'll get out of here for tonight.
Cool.
Want to take just a few minutes and talk about Rumblecon. Actually, it's MezcoCon, but they're using hashtag Rumblecon. And we're not going to go through all the figures, but the thing that really jumped out at me the most, which I'm just going to hop over here to Toy News International. They have a nice big picture of it popping up here.
Sure. That was fun, by the way, doing that list.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I figured it was on my mind from you telling me they were out there. So thank you for giving me the idea inadvertently.
Yeah.
So this is the thing I think a lot of people in the community are talking a lot about right now. And that is the Mezco release of this freaking giant armored vehicle. So check that. What do you think of that pack?
It looks badass, man. I just have to ask, I wonder how much it's going to be, but it looks awesome.
Yeah, that's the magic question, right? Is what it's going to cost us.
What's it going to come with too,
Yeah. I feel like LA Knight. Yeah. I mean, you figure you have the His tank coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Valaverse truck coming soon.
The Vanguard, yeah.
The Vanguard. You have the G.I. Joe Jeep coming relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mezco's like, here, hold my beer.
Yeah. Here's...
And that's not slighting into the other ones. It's just they're saying, hey, we're at a higher price point. We'll put one out too. But like you said, what the heck's it going to cost?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Pokey said, we get a cost on this yet? I don't think we have.
We even have the Ramen Racer coming out too. And it's
man.
we're in an era of vehicles, y'all.
We are. All of a sudden happened that quick.
This thing looks like it has lights too, man. Like,
yeah, I am looking forward to hearing more about it. I normally wouldn't splurge on something like this, but I might have to give it a hard thought on it. Yeah.
You know,
yeah. And again, I'm not a big Mezco guy, so I'm not going to go through the Mezco news, but I wanted to get that out there at least into the world. And then also we have to talk about this. As I type on the air crazily here. So we are on the eve of yet another Four Horsemen figure obscura figure drop pack. Look at this. What is it? What is it?
Oh, I know. I see a clock. I don't.
What is it? I have no freaking clue. Remember last time I got all pumped up thinking it was Beowulf and it was the Monkey King? So I don't even know.
That's right. Yeah, you really.
Yeah, I was all excited to get a Beowulf and it was Monkey King, which looked incredible. But I don't. Somebody said Jack the Ripper was thrown out there.
Really?
Because of like a clock in London, like Big Ben or something.
Uh-huh. What if this
Art
is the
says
werewolf?
Rip Van Winkle. Yeah, Vecna from Stranger Things. I don't know, man. But this is going to be trippy. I believe it's 9 a.m. tomorrow and 8 p.m. There's 2 windows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so Four Horsemen Studios, if you're interested in this. Dom said he saw a theory, Captain Hook. They could do that. I mean, it's in public domain.
Wait, so was this like last year when they had the Headless Horseman?
Yes. Yep.
Oh God, I'm sad I missed out on that.
Yep. So far, the first one they did was Krampus, I believe, and then they did another version of Krampus. Then they did the Headless Horseman for Halloween. Then we got the Father Christmas last year for Christmas, which is a great figure. I have that. We have another Father Christmas coming out soon, and now we have the Monkey King, and now we have whatever this is going to be. So let's see here. Dom says, looks like Italy in the clock. The mouse. How about Dr. Hyde? That'd be a cool one. Mr. Hyde.
That would be an interesting one.
Yeah, Jekyll and Hyde. That'd be cool. Omega Weapon 13.
If Four Horsemen sculpting, it's going to look amazing then.
Yeah, if it's something like that, if it's like a monster sort of creature, I'll be all over it. Like I said, this you can't go wrong. Whether it's a property you're excited about or not, it's going to be an amazing figure.
Oh yeah. Like I know that Headless Horseman was in a lot of people's top 10s last year.
It was my number 1 last year.
Oh,
my number 1. Yep.
You got another one in box? No, Jake.
Well, do you know they're releasing another one?
Yeah, I saw that when they had another variant of it. Yeah, coming out.
Color.
Yeah.
So there you go. I'll be waiting with bated breath in the morning to see what this is going to be. I'm very curious.
I'll DM you at 9:01.
Yeah.
We were so wrong.
It's a Beowulf. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out together. But again, 2 slots, 9 a.m. and 8 p.m. I believe, with two drops. And again, this is something where you will be charged right away. It's going to be in stock. They do say use some caution as to how quickly it's going to get there. No chewing. What's up?
What's up, man?
So again, everybody's going to get it at a different time. They're trying to get this stuff out distribution wise. So don't expect to have it by Tuesday morning. Be patient. And I'm sure if you don't want to buy this, if you watch Trevor's live stream at some point on Monday, he'll convince you to buy it. So 1-6 shooters not mess around. So, the last thing I wanted to talk about tonight, Pac, and we'll get out of here a little bit early.
Sure.
Is going to be in the wrestling world. I know we both like wrestling.
Yeah.
And this is a rough week.
It has.
Rough week. WWE recently being bought out and now being a merger. They were holding out. They had a hiring freeze, and they let 22 wrestlers go this week.
Yep.
Yeah. Who surprised you the most out of all of them, Pac?
The two mentioned right there in the bleacher, Ziggler and Elias, honestly, because Ziggler has seemed such a like a loyal, WWE employee, and like no matter where he is or when he appears, he always is kind of over, gets reaction from the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Elias also had that potential. Like I really thought they were going to push him again, but yeah, those were the two biggest surprises for me. How about you?
I probably Dolph.
Yeah.
I felt like he was a lifer. I really felt like he's one of those guys that I think I stole that quote from my friend Bruce, but I thought he was one of those guys who would be there for a very long time. So if you're curious who they dropped, the people that they dropped are right here. So main talent releases, we had Emma, Riddick Moss, Dolph Ziggler, Shelton Benjamin, Top Dollar, Rick Boog surprised me too, actually.
Yeah.
Wait,
Lacey
Aaliyah,
Evans,
Elias.
I thought she was already
honored.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, so they also cut loose a lot of office personnel last week too.
Oh, yeah.
So tough week there. I never like to see people lose their jobs.
Dolph kind of seemed like the like Miz, like you said, like a lifer. I thought he was going to be there.
Yeah, for sure, man. But never good to see people lose their jobs. And then just to touch on this real quick, some AEW news because that's my jam. Great night, but a bad night at Arthur Ashe Stadium where John Moxley was forced to lose the belt when it wasn't the plan.
I heard. Yeah, he got a concussion, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't even in the ring. He got in the pre shuffle outside the ring, the pre-fight basically.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I guess he realized he was concussed after a few minutes, and he lost the belt to Phoenix, and that wasn't the plan. He was meant to retain. So, shout out to him and Renee. Hopefully, he gets healthy fast.
Yeah, man, this dude's like a workhorse for that company.
Yeah, and it's probably killing him.
Yeah.
Damn. Sorry. Yeah, it's probably killing him to be on the sideline, right?
Yeah.
He I did read somewhere, I don't know how true it is. A concussion's a concussion. You can't mess up brain injuries, but supposedly they're optimistic it's not going to be like an Adam Cole concussion where he's out for a super long time. Mm-hmm. But how do you know the brain injury really?
Yeah, and there's no like cure or like any like rehabbing your brain, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. You only have one of them, you shouldn't screw around with it, right?
Yeah.
And mentioning Adam Cole, he might have had the most unlucky jump of the night. Running down to support Max in the main event against Joe, he jumped off of the rampway and basically sprained his ankle.
Oh.
So he went to the hospital afterwards, and supposedly it's a bad sprain. He was supposed to be wrestling at, I think it's called Wrestle Dream, which is the pay-per-view they're doing with NJPW at the beginning of
the matchups.
Yeah. And apparently he might have to miss that event.
No. Oh, damn.
Yeah, so never good. Yeah, people getting fired, people getting injured. Never good to hear about those sort of things in any community, right?
Yeah.
For sure, man.
Yeah, it sucks for John Moxley, especially, man. Like, that guy, he is the heart of AEW, you know what I mean?
He really is. I mean, you said workhorse earlier. That's a perfect way to put it.
Yeah.
He really is.
Hopefully a speedy recovery, man. Especially Adam Cole. I mean, that sucks, like, on the eve of a pay-per-view next month,
Yep. Yeah, man. It's unlucky for sure, but they have a pretty vast array of talent there, so they can probably get somebody out there to do numbers if they have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So, well, with that said, I think we're ready to call it a night here. We appreciate everybody being here in the chat with us tonight. Again, a little bit shorter of a show. Got through what we wanted to. Again, we understand that there were a lot of other things: Transformers, Power Rangers, a lot of Hasbro stuff that came out. A lot of companies we didn't cover tonight. There's a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, and because we're saving it because McFarlane came out with some stuff. We'll wait till Dante comes back. So
we need Dante here back 100% for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, a great week for toys. Check your pre-orders. They're starting to charge. My Deadpool and my Hydra Bob charged today.
Nice.
I'm waiting for that Mindless One wave to charge. That's probably coming sooner rather than later.
Did you get it from BBTS?
because I'm impatient. Oh, wait, patience, impatience. I pre-ordered it at BBTS and also Amazon. Whoever charges me first, I'll cancel the other one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting. Yeah, because I pre-ordered mine from BBTS. Hopefully it's soon. I'm looking forward to getting that Blade and Luke Cage.
Yep, they look amazing. I was playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, and there's a whole stage where you're fighting the mindless ones.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. and they did say they're going to put it out as a deluxe at some point, too.
Okay, so you don't have to buy all of them just to army build them. Yeah, okay,
if you can be patient, eventually you can army build it probably through a deluxe figure. But yeah, other than that, everybody, thanks for watching tonight. It's greatly appreciated. Pac, where can the people find you at?
You can find me on YouTube here at Pacphotos and Instagram at Pacphotos, and then also Wednesdays on Apple Podcasts, Amazon, and Spotify. You can find our episodes Utterly Horrific Podcasts. Me and my buddy Dagger. What's up, Cap Lives?
There he is. That's awesome. Yeah. So give Pac a follow on Instagram. Check him out on his show as well. As far as me, you guys know me already. Disavowed Action Figures here on YouTube, toy hunts, a lot of great toy shows recently, walking around, a lot of retail hunts recently. If you're a Halloween fan, we're hitting Halloween hunts and Halloween haunts. Yeah. A lot of Dorney Park Halloween haunt coming up. We hit opening night last week, probably trying to maybe swing by there tomorrow or some more in the future. But other Halloween hunts, toy hunts, the occasional action figure review just for fun. What the hell, right? But we appreciate you spending your time with us. We know that you are all very busy. I hope that all of your wallets get a break sometime soon, because ours are definitely getting lighter and they're sweating. Oh, yeah.
I forgot to mention my BBTS order for that Batman 5-pack converted. And yeah, I got charged a huge amount. Wallets hurt.
It happens fast. And tomorrow I got a funny feeling 4 Horsemen's getting more of my money, and Target might too on those clearance prices.
Maybe mine, depending what it is. Yeah.
All right, people. Again, if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Help out the Infinite Equation podcast. Hit that like button. If you want to be daring, leave a comment afterwards. We're all talking here. Leave a comment afterwards. Why not? It helps the channel out a lot. And send Dante some well wishes. Hopefully he feels better soon. We get him back next week in full force. Thank you for watching, everybody. If you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button. Hit the bell for notifications. If you're going toy hunting this week, please try to remember the 3 P's of the toy hunt: patience, persistence, most of all, politeness. Take care, stay healthy, and we'll be seeing all of you at the pegs. Bye, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks for watching.
Take care, y'all.
It's just Bugs.